How you avoid to get scammed by someone who's trying to sell you a used car, a used vehicle. I'm an automotive engineer. I used to be an MOT inspector. I worked in a car service. I work around cars every day. And I would like to tell you today how you can avoid a huge scam. Okay, let's start from the beginning. When you want to purchase a used car, you watch a few other cars on a website. At glance, you take a look at some cars. If it's nearby you, you can directly meet with the owner and you can make some tests. You can go to a car service and have it checked for you. A mechanical check, you inspect the brake disc, the brake pads, the suspension, if it has any oil leaks, any coolant leaks, if it emits any smoke. You can even do an emissions test. An emissions test, like you do in an MOT test, basically will tell you if your engine is working properly, if your catalytic converter is working properly, if your car is surpassing any tests legally, if you can drive that car legally on the public roads. This is available no matter where you live around the globe. If it's in Romania, in Europe, in Poland, in the UK, in the United States, wherever you want to. Basically, an emissions test, if it goes wrong, you may have problems with the spark plugs, with ignition, with the catalytic converter, with the lambda probes or oxygen probes. There are lots of factors which can go wrong. A lot of factors which you can take into consideration. At first, you will start guessing if it's that one, if it has that problem. If a car passes without a problem an emissions test, it means that the engine is working properly and the catalytic converter is in good shape. So you should definitely do that. Plus the mechanical check, which I have told you about earlier. Another thing you should do is a full diagnosis. You can do it yourself if you have an OBD scanner at home, a universal one, or if you want to purchase a more expensive car. Basically, you can go to a car dealer and tell them and pay for a full scan, and you will get a full report with all the errors that the car may have. If they are on the engine, on the safety part, if it has any electrical fault or error, you should know everything about that car. Also, before purchasing a used car, you should do a test drive. You should test body roll, body yaw. You should accelerate harder to hear if there are any troubleshooting problems, let's say. It may have some sounds, some signs that it may have wear and tear on the mechanical side of the car. You can also do a brake test, a suspension test. These kind of tests in Romania, for example, cost around 10 euros. So for 10 euros, you can see all kinds of stuff. The whole procedure should not exceed, in any country, around 100 euros. If it's a bargain car, which costs like $300, $500, maybe it's not worth it. You maybe just need to know if the car starts, if it works, if you can rely on the car to drive it for short distances. Maybe it's a lot to pay 100 or more to test it. But if you purchase a 7 Series, a 5 Series, an expensive car, a Mercedes, or any expensive car, you should do this test. And speaking of tests, I've told you this is especially available if you want to purchase a car which is near to you. But if you want to purchase a car which maybe is in another country, maybe you want to import the car, maybe you are in Romania or in Poland or in Belgium and you want a car from a different country and you don't know anything about that car. It's very expensive to go in that country to look for the car, to inspect it. And maybe it isn't what you expected and you have to go back. So that means a lot of money and time for you to waste. There's an app called CarVertical. Basically, I'm not sponsored by them, but practically I get a commission if you use the link below. But I'm telling you, it helped me a lot in Romania to catch scammers, thieves. And recently someone did a viral video in Romania in which they caught a scammer trying to basically scam someone selling a car which was imported from the United States. It has been hit, like full damage, or what it's called in English, I don't know the term. It had full damage. It was imported and repaired in Germany, and the seller was trying to resell it in Romania, and he claimed that the car didn't have any problem. So by using this app, you can see the real mileage, if there have been any odometer rollbacks, if the car has been hit, stolen, or if the VIN, the serial number, is okay. You can check that for a decent sum. It's around I don't know, in the US dollars, around $13 to $14, but if you purchase 1, 2 or 3 reports, you get a great discount. So be sure to check CarVertical. This service basically is from Lithuania, from Europe, but it's available to use in Romania, Poland, Serbia, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, now the United States, and even Canada, for as far as I know. And they're extending their service. The service is using blockchain. Basically, you cannot delete any data once you have introduced data in the blockchain system. If the app doesn't find anything, or if there is an error, you can ask for a refund. But if you get real data, useful data, then I think it's worth it. It's worth the time and money. So if you're interested, be sure to check the link below. Make sure to respect all the steps that I mentioned earlier. Run a full diagnosis, run a full mechanical check, run a full MOT test, or at least an emissions test, inspect the car, a full test drive, and even to inspect the serial number if it's in good condition. If it's welded or cut, that's not good. The car may be stolen, or maybe it had any fraudulent interventions, actions, and even you can see if it needs anything. So these are all the steps that you need to go through, and you may get a great used car. No matter the price tag, by using these steps plus the app, you have good chances to get a great used car in excellent condition. And don't forget to drive the car as well. If you have anything else to add, be free to write down in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.